Hi everyone. Hey, I'm going to do something new and just start doing some video clips that you can listen to real quick rather than writing a whole bunch of things out for you and giving you extensive quarterly updates. It just gets to be a lot of information for you and a lot for me to recall. Like I'm having trouble just keeping you in the loop on things that matter. And so I'm going to go ahead and start using MailChimp and just doing shorter updates a little bit more frequently if that's okay. And you can feel free to unsubscribe if you'd rather not receive those updates. So just a really quick ministry update. This is going to cover January, March, April, May, and June, spring, second quarter. I didn't do much traveling this last quarter. It's been nice to have a little break and just been doing a lot of meetings and Skype meetings and catching up on paperwork. And in this new role as U.S. Director is just, a title that basically we need to meet our nonprofit status. But I also really care about the oversight and the needs that need to be taken care of. So some of those things have now been kind of getting into a new groove, and I'm learning some of those little extra responsibilities that I need to be overseeing. So some of the exciting things that have been happening is we've put a chunk of time into, in my mission work portion of what I do, helping kind of recalibrate the microfinance work in Belize. I'm on a ministry leadership team for that along with several others, and it's just been really going well. And we kind of hit a new renewal vision in March, and that's starting to flesh out with smaller businesses that can really start at a younger age and with smaller amounts of means, and then the layering process that goes with it and the mentorship that's needed. So I'm excited about that. Also, another thing in Belize that we're researching, in my church, there's a wonderful leadership team, Dick and Deb, who are helping oversee implementing Awana International with our church's partnerships. And Pastor Hurdy's ministry is one of our partnerships at my home church. So that's worked out really lovely. We're starting to get our toe in the water to look at how we can do leadership training to help bring the resources for effective children's ministry throughout Belize through the Awana International. So that's involved several meetings. I put a chunk of time in with that in April, and that's also something that could progress into a training trip sometime in January 2019. I've also been personally pouring in trying to learn more about displaced immigrants and refugees and asylum-seeking dynamics around the world. So I've been doing some webinars with IAFR, International Association for Refugees, and really learning a lot from them and just trying to get my head in the right place and my heart in the right place, and scripturally what that looks like and parallels to what we're called to in the body of Christ and how to respond to the widows and orphans and the stranger. So really enjoying learning more about that. Some admin things I've did this month, the last few months, has been like researching different insurance possibilities for our missionaries, updating our mission resources, and updating the ACCI website. Just doing some simple things like that. This just kind of keep us rolling forward. I've had some unexpected things that have been really lovely. I've been learning a lot about how important it is to have advocates, for our missionaries to have advocates from their home churches that really speak on their behalf. And one of our advocates, John, from my home church again, advocates for some of our missionaries that have really been suffering in Nicaragua, and we actually, over the last 3 months, have had to work toward extracting them and helping them get to safety, kind of start their lives for now in another place. And just the challenges of what that looks like, and I've learned so much from our missionaries that have been going through this process. So please pray for the Diaz family and Carla Prado. Their whole family is just really going through a lot of change. The beautiful thing is some of them were able to cross the border into Costa Rica and work with our Costa Rican missionaries there serving in Tamarindo, and they've resourced together, and now they're serving in their church. And it's just so powerful to see how God is working tragedy for good. And so continue to pray for Nicaragua. It's suffering, it's tragic what's going on there, and it's really intense. I've been able to do some short-term behind-the-scenes training and serving in a practical way as well with my church by interviewing applicants that are going out on short-term mission, and also offering some debriefing for them when they come back, and resources and things that they might need. So that's been really just a privilege to hear their stories of how God has led them and called them into what they're about to do and to teach them new things through the cultures that they're going to head into and the teams they'll be serving with. So it's just been really stretching for me. I learn every time I sit across the table from someone serving in another land, I learn so much. And it's very stretching, as I mentioned. Luke and I were able to slip away in April for a little vacation to LA and visit family. And also I was able to record the audio of a book that Luke and I have written together called Just One. And that memoir will be coming out probably in the next couple months. So I'll keep you posted on that. And I'll be putting that on my website with links and information as well. And then just some upcoming travel that's listed down below. I'll be leaving on Friday to go visit Izzy Holiday in Florida and do some member care time with her for a few days. And then I'll be coming back and very soon afterward heading over to Italy to spend some time with our dear friends and ministry partners there, Imra Volders and her family, as her husband Emil passed away this week. And so please, many of you are praying, please continue to pray for them. This is a huge transition for them, 5 children, and Imra learning how to live completely dependent on the Father, and for the Lord to be a father to the kids, and just resetting life and all these dynamics. So we'll see. We're hoping to possibly also have a memorial service in Italy while I'm there. And then January, possibly heading to Belize to do some support and field facilitating for the Awana leadership for the first possible gathering of pastors in a few places to look at helping implement the children's program there. So thank you for everything. Enjoy the few pictures after this video. I appreciate your time and taking these 5 minutes to listen. And again, I'll be doing some more updates in the future and be able to keep them a little bit shorter. Bless you guys. Thank you for being a blessing to our lives and for standing with us. Again, we would not be able to move forward in this type of kingdom work without you moving forward with us. So the Lord bless you for being a blessing.